Good morning everybody, this is Gary, no more Mr. Fat Guy. Now in direct contrast to yesterday's video, if you watched that one, you would have seen that what was intended to be a 15+ kilometre run very rapidly deteriorated into 3Ks of running and then 7Ks of walking. Well, this morning I'm actually deliberately set out to do a 10K walk to give me about 2 hours on my feet. And part of the reason for that is really because yesterday I did a second session in the evening, which was about 2.5 Ks of intervals, followed by a 5 or 6K run around Canning River, and that was probably at around 6.5 minutes per kilometre pace. So a little bit slower than my normal sort of 5K park run pace. But definitely a lot speedier than some of the stuff I've been doing lately, and it made a nice change. Got the blood pumping, got the heart going, and yeah, it really gave me a good workout, got a sweat on. And so basically got to bed last night and you know, well and truly having had a good session, and woken up this morning at 2:30, which was really pleasing because I'm really trying to get back into this early to bed routine. So I've woken up about 2:30. I'm out the door by about 3 this morning, and so I've definitely had this aim to just get 2 hours on my feet and to walk the whole way around approximately 10 Ks. And I mean, it's done exactly what I wanted it to do. It's basically got the blood flowing into, like, you know, pumping into the lower back and into the legs, and just providing relief, easing everything up in those areas, because obviously with the faster stuff last night, you know, I was woken up with just a few niggles in the lower back and just a little bit aching and sore in the thighs and that kind of thing. So I'll probably get a couple of Ks of running in towards the end of this walk. But overall, very happy with the way the session's gone this morning. Very happy with the fact that I've woken up and got out nice and early, and very happy that I got that. Actually, very happy to see that I still had a little bit of pace, you know, to play with last night, because it's been I guess there's a little part of me that gets frustrated with this at the moment. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to be doing 5,400 kilometres or more crossing Australia on foot, and the only way to really achieve that is to make sure that there is, you know, minimise the impact on the body. And the way that you minimise the impact on the body is really to make the vast majority of those kilometres, you know, to do them walking, yeah, because walking is you know, nice and steady. It's low impact, and you know, really it's going to be the only thing that ensures that I'm going to be able to continue doing that for 18 weeks and get to Brisbane in one piece, you know, with my body still intact. So realistically, I'm trained to be a long distance walker at the moment, and that's kind of, you know, a point of minor frustration, because I actually came to this by you know, by discovering this enjoyment and love and passion for running and being fit and healthy, and really enjoying seeing you know, my paces improve and my times over different distances come down, and you know, that sense of achievement hitting PBs at 5K and 10K, you know, breaking the 1 hour barrier for a 10K, breaking or getting close to 25 minutes on a 5K. Yeah, I was aiming to break 5 hours on the marathon and all that kind of stuff, and really that's all now taking a bit of a back seat. It's got to be parked to one side, to be honest. I've had to stop thinking in those terms, because we're really looking at concentrating on distance and time on feet, you know, maximising the distance and the amount of time that I can spend. Yeah, that's why there are training sessions that are, you know, 6 hour and 8 hour walks. Why I've got a session planned for this weekend to basically walk through the night and spend 10 hours walking, because that's the kind of time and distance that's got to be covered every day for 4 months. And that's directly at odds really with pushing yourself and trying to lift your paces and focusing on doing tempos and intervals and concentrating on getting a half marathon PB. All that stuff comes afterwards. I mean, basically we get this foot crossing done. We you know, head into Brisbane around September the 18th or whatever the estimated time of arrival is at the moment. So get all that done and then really revert back to you know, or just get my head back into the mode of being a runner again. But you know, just for now, just for the next the next 6 or 7 months, you know, I'm accepting the fact that I'm a long distance walker. You know, that's still an endurance event. That's still, you know, I can still say I'm an endurance athlete, I guess. And you know, at the end of the day, most people can't comprehend even considering the possibility of walking from one side of Australia to another and then up a little bit. So you know, you've got to take these things in context. You've got to take these things and break them down in appropriate ways. And so for this, certainly walking is the key. And I'm just going to try and, yeah, I mean, anybody that's actually done running for any amount of time and has maybe got any type of competitiveness within them will understand, you know, that little voice that's in there, sort of getting a little bit frustrated at seeing half marathon times blow out to 3 hours and that kind of thing. But as I say, the two things are diametrically opposed. I mean, I imagine that most people, you know, no matter what their abilities are, would struggle to train to be able to keep moving relentlessly for 4 months non-stop, and simultaneously, yeah, and covering 50 k's a day, and simultaneously, you know, aim for a peak event. So, yeah, ain't gonna happen, and I'm perfectly comfortable with that, but only really just becoming so. I think yesterday that frustration was partly because, you know, I'd had to walk for 7 k's, and so really yesterday I think I started to accept the fact that I am that long distance walker at the moment. But all good. So that's the training, and you know, training's going well. And to be perfectly honest, if everything suddenly fell into place today, you know, and we've suddenly got a vehicle and the support crew and all the supplies are all lined up, and so somebody said, look, you know, you've got to leave right now, I would quite happily just pack my stuff up into the camper and start walking, because I feel ready. I'm almost getting to the point where I'm feeling frustrated that I'm having to wait until May, because I'm ready to go now. You know, I'm ready to start that walk, and then just keep going until we get there. But that's a good sign, because you know, it wouldn't have been that long ago that I would have done 90 k's on a weekend and then spent the next 6 months just saying, right, well, that's my work done for a while. But now that's just really been part and parcel of a normal weekend, and you know, I'm still feeling strong and still feeling like I want to keep going. So yeah, ready to go any time. Obviously the plan is still May the 16th, and hopefully just keep this enthusiasm and this momentum going, and just get stronger and stronger, and just get some of these longer sessions out the way. You know, get that confidence, you know, from doing those sessions. Just you know, more and more K's notched up on my belt could only be a good thing. But yeah, it'd be good to actually start doing some that are taking me east rather than just round around the local suburbs. But food wise, I think the food's been pretty good. I'm still following that light and easy program, supplementing with protein shakes and bars. I think long term particularly on the actual, while we're crossing Australia, there may be a lot more in the way of things like banana and date smoothies to really get calories on board, because I'm going to need more and more calories. And to be honest, it's going to be hard consuming most of those as well, a lot of those as solid food. You know, we just have to start drinking as many calories from some good fresh sources as possible. But right now, my diet's working for me. At my weight, you know, I have this aim to get below the 100, and at the moment it just seems to be all over the place, and I'm really not that bothered, because it's hard to tell what is you know, temporary fluctuations in weight, you know, what even, you know, might be just down to fluid retention because of you know, muscle soreness and that kind of thing. So it's probably something that's quite hard to get a complete handle on, you know, on a consistent basis, because of the crazy training schedule that I'm following. But you know, generally it's either holding steady or tracking downwards, and I'm full of energy, absolutely full of energy, not really having any issues on that front at all, not really getting much in the way of cravings for sugary snacks or anything like that, and generally consuming lots of fresh water, still lots of fluids, keeping well and truly hydrated, especially in this hot weather we've been having. And as I say, all generally going well. So training's going really well, the food intake's going really well, the hydration's really well, you know, really on track, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing this whole thing kick off, to be honest. And so on that note, I just want to thank you all, as I normally do, because you know, continue to get that massive support. Oh yeah, yesterday we had the thing come out in the community newspaper locally, and so it's been great to see the reaction to that. People commenting on the story, and it's an absolutely fantastic write-up that was done by the journalist Emma Young. So yeah, superb write-up about Hearts Across Australia and the virtual event, the virtual race event that we've got running at the moment, and the actual physical event that we're holding on February the 15th at Kent Street Weir. So that was great, and the reaction to that was great. The support from everybody that's ongoing is just fantastic, and if you could please just continue to like everything and to follow everything and to share it with everybody. I've always said, really, the more people that know about this, the more people we can have an impact on, the more people we can inspire and motivate, and maybe you know, persuade them just by example, you know, that they'll actually make changes to their own life. But also, the more people that hear and see about this, the more chance there is that it will reach the right ears, and you know, those people that want to get on board and want to sponsor and want to donate and want to be involved will put their hand up and show up at the right time. So on that note, as always, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching these videos. This one's gone on a bit long again today, but it's all appreciated, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers now, bye.